The following wrestling simulation requires discretionary viewer participation. Welcome to another exciting edition of Championship Wrestling. These matches are sanctioned and supervised by the Steam Workshop Alliance, courtesy of Fire Pro Wrestling World and the Carlzilla Mod Pack. I am Benoit, and we have a preview tag team match to kick off this week's edition of Championship Wrestling. We have Bret Hitman Hart teaming up with John Cena to go against the team of Randy Orton and Batista. Now, back at the Battle Royal on Valentine's Day, Batista got eliminated, but came back in and illegally eliminated a number of men from the Battle Royal, one of whom being Bret Hart, whom Batista then defeated in singles action. And up next at the Summer Solstice, he's going to be going up against John Cena, another man who Batista eliminated in that Battle Royal. We got John Cena in the ring right now with Randy Orton. These two men have faced off one-on-one multiple times in WWE, and they're going to be going at it again here in this tag team match on the opening contest here for Championship Wrestling. John Cena recently retired from in-ring action, whereas Randy Orton just lost a shot at the WWE Championship at WrestleMania. Thanks in part to Pat McAfee. I watched WrestleMania. Oh, leg is hooked. Not a big fan of it. I don't really follow the Fed. Batista in the ring now. Batista and John Cena actually did face off in the Royal Rumble back in, 2005, I believe. That might have been the same Royal Rumble where Vince McMahon notoriously pulled both quads, just trying to get in the ring. A lot of controversy in that Royal Rumble, just as the one in which Stone Cold Steve Austin illegally eliminated. There's a lot of parallels, basically, is what I'm getting at here. Bret Hart tagged back in, double team hip toss. Bret Hart, a two-time WWF Tag Team Champion with his brother-in-law, Jim the Anvil Neidhart, but also a five-time World Wrestling Federation Champion and multi-time WCW World Heavyweight Champion. We're going to have a Batista bomb already. Indeed. Way too close to Cena, though. One has to wonder if that was intentional. Batista already has a victory over Bret Hart. Looks like he's going to tag back in Randy Orton, who also pinned Bret Hart in a tag match in which Bret teamed with his brother Owen. Bret Hart, unfortunately, not doing too good here in Fire Pro. As much as I love the guy, you're gonna have to win some matches here, Bret. Got a strike exchange between Cena and Randy Orton. Bret just walks right by it. He wants no part of it. He's gonna hang out on the apron. Oh, apparently he does want to get back in the ring. Perhaps he wants some revenge against Randy Orton, who pinned him about a month ago in that tag match. Oh, low blow by the Apex Predator. Drop kick there, ducked by Orton. Picks him up for a deadlift Liger bomb. Not enough, though. Uh-oh. Double team power bomb, though. Because it's a double team maneuver, there's more power behind it. Orton with those Ron Garvin-style stomps across the body. Very malicious. Another double team pile driver. Or power bombs. I can't talk. No! Bret unable to make the save in time as Batista gets the pinfall over John Cena. Now this was just a tag match. It's going to be June 21st at the Summer Solstice where Batista and Cena goes one-on-one. And now it's time for some big men. As we have a Power Warrior there, accompanied to the ring by his manager, Paul Ellering, going up against Maxx Muscle. Maxx Muscle, a former bodyguard for Diamond Dallas Page, briefly in the mid-90s WCW. He has taken it on early to Power Warrior, who had teamed up with both Hawk and Animal in New Japan Pro Wrestling and is currently teaming up with them here in Fire Pro. Thankfully, they won their 8-man tag team match against Demolition, which means they did not have to break up. Speaking of Demolition, we do not know what has happened to any of the members of Demolition, as Mr. Fuji seems to have moved on with Yokozuna. And, I was interrupted by a pile driver, as he seems to have moved on with Yokozuna and the Orient Express. As for the Legion of Doom, we haven't really seen them since they defeated Demolition either. Kind of wonder what they're going up to. Submission attempt there. Way too close to the ropes. Oh, a low blow. Come on, referee. You can't allow that. Power Warrior, very successful over in Japan. Not as much here in the U.S., but so far things are going good for him, other than continuously being stomped in the nuts by the big Maxx Muscle. Muscle didn't really have much of a successful career in WCW. Perhaps he can make a difference here with his lateral press. No, actually, Power Warrior was not an Ultimate Warrior knockoff. At the time, the Legion of Doom were going through issues. I don't remember which one was injured, but I believe Animal initially teamed up in Japan with Power Warrior, and that's how he became a kind of quasi-official member of the Road Warriors. Got to go back to a 90s New Japan Pro Wrestling. Though, to be honest, I think business was better in 90s All Japan Pro Wrestling, especially if you want to look at All Japan Women's. Like, the Joshi movement in, like, the late 80s, early 90s All Japan was insane. Those women would probably kick the ass of a lot of the men today in pro wrestling. Another submission attempt. It looks like his leg is phasing through Muscle's head. Back to that guillotine choke. He's trying to wear the bigger man down. I'm sure I could dig up some old matches if you're curious. Although I don't believe they went by the Road Warriors. I think they might have went by the Hellraisers back then, if I remember right. Power slam. A lot of force behind that. Oh, now Muscle's going right for the choke. I think he realizes he's being outmaneuvered here. Yep, and he wants to take a breather in the center of the ring. Try to catch his wind. Got a number of lefts and rights there. This is a big, meaty match. Who doesn't love a bunch of big, meaty men just beating the hell out of one another? That's why boxing's so popular. Inverted atomic drop. Some call that a Manhattan drop. Don't exactly know why. Once again, goes for the submission. Rolls over in a modified STF. Just bending Maxx Muscle in half. Oh, I think that's going to be it. 1, 2, 3. No! Give this Maxx Muscle credit. He keeps kicking out. But how many times can a man get dropped on his head before he says no more? If he can even say anything. 2 brainbusters. Going to go for a trifecta? No. Instead, he's going to be taken out of the ring. Getting dropped on your head that many times, you might get paralyzed. You might end up in the pit. A little shoulder right into the back of the head there. Oh, he's going up to the top. What does he have in mind? Big diving elbow right to the small of the back. And another elbow to the head. Little insurance there before he goes for the cover. Maxx Muscle can sure take a beating. Give this big man credit. Irish whip reversal. Charge and connects with an avalanche clothesline there. Double axe handle to the upper back, followed by a military press. We get it, you're strong. Good lariat, but Power Warrior gets back to his feet. Modified Blue Thunder Bomb, and that's enough to keep Maxx Muscle down. Power Warrior successful in this singles match here on Championship Wrestling. It's time for some ladies action as Thekla is going up against Tina Moretti. Thekla took part in that triangle match back on Mother's Day, which she lost. However, she did not lose via pinfall or submission, as it was Stephanie Vaquer who actually took the pin in that match. Thekla is here because she wants the SWA Women's Championship, which naturally all women here in Fire Pro want to get their hands on, including Tina Moretti, who's going for a double underhook, but gets back body dropped out of it. Thekla, former AEW World Women's Champion, got a real big break in stardom over in Japan. She hails from Austria, similar to Gunther here in the men's division. She goes by the name, the moniker of the Toxic Spider. She can be a bit creepy at times. Oh, and that spider might be getting dizzy there. Hell, I get dizzy just looking at that. Tina Moretti trying to rack up her first win here in Fire Pro. Oh, bit of a savate kick right to the back of the head of a prone Moretti. Ouch. Thekla, part of a trio of ladies in AEW. Another kick. Educated feet, as Jim Ross would say. Follows that up with a nice backdrop. Oh, there we go. Moretti slows things down by applying a headlock. Side takeover right back into that headlock. Thekla loves to use those kicks, apparently. Oh. Double underhook. Second attempt? No, once again, she's body dropped out of it. Not exactly sure if she's going for a butterfly suplex, perhaps a tiger driver. Nice. Tilt-a-whirl head scissors there. Third time? No. Moretti might want to change her game plan there. Things don't seem to really be working out for her, though, thus far. Uh-oh. What does she have in mind? Back elbow in the corner. Curb stomp. Leg is hooked. 2, 3. It's academic. Thekla gets her first victory here in Fire Pro over Tina Moretti. We had meaty men, ladies, and now what is bound to be the most fast-paced match of the day. Tiger Mask is going up against Mark Rollerball Rocco. We have a legendary Japanese junior heavyweight versus a legendary English light heavyweight. You know, Mark Rocco was a regular on ITV's World of Sport over in Britain, and he was also a former WWF junior heavyweight champion, which actually predates their light heavyweight championship, started in '97, and later cruiserweight championships that they took from WCW and brought back in 2016. These guys definitely have a history, as Rollerball Rocco did spend a bit of time in New Japan, where he was the first man to don the mask of Black Tiger. Tiger Mask's rival. Nice Mexican-style surfboard. Both heavily influenced by Lucha Libre. Both brought a very fast-paced, high-flying style to their respective countries. These two men are no stranger to themselves. First cover of the match, but too close to the ropes. However, Japanese-style matches and World of Sport-style British wrestling matches did have different standards back then, as Rollerball Rocco was more known to go for a lengthy, multiple-round style match. However, given his worldwide experience, he has known to adapt. Okay, what do we got going on here? Tiger Mask is just walking into the ropes. Couldn't think of what he wanted to do there. Thought he would have had a game plan, but you know what? Everybody can have a game plan going into a match until you first get hit in the face. Then that game plan tends to go right out the window. Tiger Mask bringing it right back to the center of the ring. Going for that Mexican surfboard again. He wants to get the submission, but Rocco refuses to say uncle. Oh, nice cravat. Just wrenching that neck. Oh, we're going to have a strike exchange in the center of the ring. Rocco's trying to get Tiger Mask back towards the corner. One has to wonder if he's going to come off that top rope at some point. Nice forearm uppercut. They call that European style. Nice forearm into the chest. Oh. Tiger Mask back up before Rocco can decide what he's going to do. Nice bridge on that pin. Mark Rocco barely able to kick out. Up. Rollerball decides not to take the fight outside. He knows how dangerous it is out there. Those pads that you see are not meant to protect the wrestlers. They're meant to protect the floor. Nice high angle scoop slam followed by a, couple elbows. I believe there still is a lot of episodes of World of Sport uploaded on YouTube. Going for a Northern Lights, but instead gets DDT'd. I can show you guys some old Rollerball Rocco matches. Matter of fact, shout out to the Wrestle Me podcast, who's had a couple videos about him. Oh man, you missed the meaty match earlier, Bruno. You're gonna have to wait for this to air on YouTube if you want to see that meaty man match. Hip toss. Snap mirror takeover. Leg is hooked. Rollerball goes for the pin. Only gets it 2. Nice. Go behind. Up. Double under. No. Had a double chicken wing he was going for there. Not quite sure what he had in store, but that fighting spirit coming out of Tiger Mask. Really? No way. What an abrupt ending to this match as Tiger Mask goes over Mark Rollerball Rocco. We are keeping things somewhat UK-based as we have the tag team of Giant Haystacks, Calhoun, and Big Daddy going up against Brutal Burgers. Now, Big Daddy was a fan favorite and a legend in the UK, but after losing to Giant Haystacks, he decided to rejoin his former partner, and he's reformed back to the dark side. This is the first time they've teamed together here in Fire Pro, going up against a much smaller team of Brutal Burgers, Cheeseburger and Bob Evans. And it's making me hungry just saying those names. I don't know exactly how much force Cheeseburger has behind those shoulder thrusts. Ooh, but a diving guillotine leg drop. That's definitely what he wants to do if he wants to take down the much larger, well over 500-pound Giant Haystacks Calhoun. Calhoun charges. Ooh. But Cheeseburger's fighting back. Give that young man credit. Got a question for the chat. What do you guys like on your cheeseburgers? Double stomp.
1, 2.
Oh, what an upset that would be. Cheeseburger gets the pin on Haystacks. Okay, come on. That's illegal, ref. Bob, are you going to do anything? Try to help your partner out there? He just calls out for the tag now. Cover. That's a lot of weight to try to kick out of. This is definitely a mismatch if I've ever seen it. Big Daddy getting tagged in now. First time we're going to see him in this match legally. Cheddar cheese, bacon, mayo, yellow mustard, ketchup, pickles, grilled mushrooms with a pretzel bun. You know what? Get rid of the mushrooms, and I'm 100% with you on that. Not a big fan of mushrooms. Got a strike exchange here. Big Daddy not exactly known for his punches. And, of course, Bob Evans gets the best of that. You know, he comes from down on the farm. Oh, my God, a bear hug? How does he get his arms around the massive girth of Big Daddy? Oh, you don't like pickles, huh, Ness? I'm a big fan of the dill. Big fan of the dill. Bob Evans is about to tag back out to Cheeseburger. I used to go to Bob Evans. I won't say a lot, but leg is hooked. But I like going there for they had like a good deal on like a half roast beef sandwich and soup. And the roast beef sandwich would come with like gravy to dip it in, kind of like an au jus, but it was an actual gravy. DDT on Big Daddy. Yeah, that's not going to work. Multiple forearms. And a shote! He was taught and given the shote by the legendary Jushin Thunder Liger, who we've already seen here before in Fire Pro. Uh-oh. Oh! All that weight just fell right on Cheeseburger, but it's far too close to Bob Evans. Burger looks out of it. He might have had his ribs broken. He's not getting back up, folks. He's still down. He's hurt. And Calhoun is going to pick up the scraps. Yeah, better readjust that belt there. I don't think you're losing weight anytime soon. Once again, Bob Evans has to save Cheeseburger. Burger with a running shote. Haystacks turned right around to get it. A palm thrust right up into the chin. Now he's going for the cover. Barely gets it too. Double team. Oh, Burger fights out of it and tags back into Bob Evans. I'm going to say it from now on like that. Bob Evans. You know, when I was a kid and I used to see those commercials for Bob Evans, I used to always just mess up the tune. Be like, Bob Evans, farm on the down. 'Cause I was a silly, dumb kid. And now I'm a silly, dumb old man. Oh! And Brutal Bob might not make it to be an old man if he keeps taking hits like that. Big scoop slam. Elbow drop. Cover. Cheeseburger makes a save. I gotta think this match isn't gonna go much longer. No way. No way! F. 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 Oh my God, upset of the century. Brutal Burgers defeats Big Daddy and Giant Haystacks. I am Benoit. Time to sign off. Thank you for watching Championship Wrestling. I will see you next week. Remember to keep on simming.